We don't have to fall under any of the categories people decide are for us. Tinker, tinker, tailor, soldier, sailor, rich man, poor man, bigger man, thief. You're not any one of these things. The biggest thieves are the biggest businessmen, the most respected, it seems to be. 1,000 examples could be given, but why waste time? Because they're still murdering us right now. Many millions, maybe more, have got the poison still in their veins. And there's ways that we can make our bodies heal from this. Nail kinase, it's a good idea to start. Detox the body. Bit by bit, come off all of that junk food that you buy in shops and just eat whole foods and good bits of meat. Because we need to be fitter and healthier, and we don't have to live in every bad name under the sun through the abduction and abuse of my children. And yet, having no support, you're constantly going to be left with nowhere to turn. And this is a very normal space for, I guess, men, especially of my own age, because I know personally, having searched, there's nowhere to go. There's a few places you can phone in and join a conversation with 10 other people. Everyone crying about the same thing, why they can't get to see their children. Some sound pretty valid, some sound just similar to my own, but at the same time, who's to judge? That's their children. Not one of them have I heard any violence or rape or any of this stuff. Children have been taken out of lives, and professionals, I mean, so many professionals, it's seeped right through the system, right into the councils, right into your schools, and it goes all the way through advocates, through your lawyers, up to your council workers, people within the hospital, people within the courts, judges and prosecutors. All of them make money from keeping you living in fear and separating you from your children and separating you from who you are, which is exactly what they're doing to my children just now. They're separating themselves from half of who they are. And one narcissistic, psychopathic women, and are just as bad, or if not worse, mother, are controlling this cycle of behaviour because they have a system of support that is there to help dangerous women achieve the goal of destroying family, because their selfish needs are what needs to be fulfilled. Firstly, they want unconditional love, and they can get that from a child that has to hate his dad, who they loved so much. And that's part of the reason. She's seen the love, natural love, and she wanted that. She didn't play with them or run about and have fun with them. She was too busy on her makeup and on her phone. Now, none of this is ever taken into consideration when you face a female Polish judge. And she's aware that the woman stood in front of her has already used false allegations of sexual assault and abuse. It's just sick. The entire society and Gorbachev accepting this complete terrorism of a children's right, complete terrorism of family rights and father's rights and parents' rights. There's a woman in the same situation, in the same town, because the other families get more money. And that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. If he's willing to ruin that family and keep those kids away and terrorise them, his money will work. And I'm sure his mother's influence. So it's not just foreign files that are getting beaten down and children abused in Gorzów, Wielkopolski, Poland. It's mothers too, local mothers getting offered an hour a week with their children. Is that any way to build a bond? I mean, is there any mothers out there that actually care about this? The fact that every single thing is funded on the destruction of family. If you play the game with these psychopathic people in business, which pretend to be government, which pretend to be councils, which pretend to be schools, which pretend to be there for us, which are just operating businesses. And they look at you as a zloty sign, or a dollar sign, or a euro sign, or a pound sign, whatever sign that is. It's not related to true wealth. It's related to feeding the egotistical lifestyles of narcissistic child abusers, and they're all over the place, and Gorzhov is full of them. We need to empty that town. It's a bloody disgrace that fathers still put up with this, and mothers in that same town. And that mother is in contact with me, so don't think that I don't have personal relationships with women that are going through the same thing because I talk this way about mothers, because it's such a small percentage. It's so sick, because most fathers have killed themselves by this point. You know, most of us have been there. And if there's a purpose, you can't go. But you're taking that purpose away, and you know what you're doing. These psychopaths. You better start giving children the love they deserve, and we need to hear this message. It's gone from one thing to another, but it always goes back to the same thing. We need to stop the abuse of children. We do that by standing up for who we are and knowing who we are, getting ourselves fit, getting ourselves healthy, keeping ourselves, our minds, our bodies and our spirits totally cleansed. And we do that by being honest with ourselves and detaching from this egotistical lifestyle where we'll put anyone in danger for an extra $1. It's sick. But we are nowhere coming back from this. They know we're coming back from this because we've gone too far. Way too far. My children have suffered every step of the way the last 10 years from this crazy family and crazy town. Let's stick together. It's time we started ruffling a few feathers, all of us, okay? Please, I hope this makes sense. Please, I hope you do like, subscribe and share this message. What I have noticed is there's 68 subscribers. 68 beautiful subscribers. Thank you very much. It means so much. If that can be another 10, amazing. And one day I'll get to the 1,000 where I can start speaking to people live, because now, before you get to see anything that I say, which one or two might watch this, before you get to see anything, it normally gets banned or shadow banned. And I wonder why that is, because every single professional is aware this is $1 billion industry. And the people just need to stand up and go, that's our damn children. That's our children. And one psychopath doesn't change that, especially when we've got the evidence to show that she has used all this terrible, terrible shit against another parent. And it's happening just not to me, but so many. And the mothers should be standing up out there. We have to. Thanks very much.